Ladies and gentlemen, digital investors, welcome back to another video where we go over everything that is going on inside of the cryptocurrency space. And today we have some bullish fireworks going off. Most things are up. XRP is up, XLM is up, AGI is up, VeChain is up. Most things are moving up and forward. So I hope all of you guys' portfolios are in the green. Hopefully your portfolios are breaking all-time highs. And yeah, just a really exciting time to be inside of the crypto space overall. With that said, we're going to hop right into it today. This video is going to focus mainly on XRP and Ripple. We will touch on a few other things. I have a bit of a headache today, so I'm going to try to keep it a little bit shorter than usual and just try to push through this. However, for some reason, I feel like every time I say I'm going to try to keep it a little shorter, it ends up being like one of our longest videos. So we'll see how it goes. With that said, guys, if you could all do me a favor and subscribe to my Crypto Clips channel, it is the first link in the description. I'm trying to build this up to 1,000 subscribers. What I do here is I take the most important clips that we cover on this channel, I clip them and I post them here. So if you like short and to the point videos on specific crypto topics and you just want to get those updates quick and straight to your phone, subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be notified when I upload. With that said, guys, we're going to start on Michael Saylor and how he just bought more Bitcoin. If you guys could do me a favor and tap the like button on this video, it helps a ton for the YouTube algorithm. And with that said, let's check this out. So Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy buys another $15 million worth of Bitcoin. Let's get it straight from the mouth of Michael Saylor himself. This is from his Twitter page, posted today, April 5th at 8:07 a.m. He says MicroStrategy has purchased an additional 253 Bitcoins for $15 million in cash at an average price of $59,339 per Bitcoin. Okay, think about that. He spent $15 million in cash for 253 Bitcoins at an approximate price of $59,000 per Bitcoin. The crazy thing is that I know that most of us here watching this video were buying Bitcoins for much cheaper than $59,000. And we have institutional whales buying Bitcoin at $59,000. That is insane. As of 4/5/2021, that is today, we will hodl these 91,579 Bitcoins acquired for $2.226 billion at an average price of $24,311 per Bitcoin. Okay, so Michael Saylor's or MicroStrategy's dollar cost average on Bitcoin is $24,311. If you have a better dollar cost average, meaning that the price you paid per Bitcoin on average is lower than $24,000, let me know in the comments below. If it's higher, also let me know. I'm interested to see how many of you guys have a better dollar cost average than Michael Saylor, the dude who is accumulating Bitcoins like they are going to be gone tomorrow. While they won't be gone tomorrow, they will be gone eventually, right? Only 21 million. We have 800 million in Ethereum just left crypto exchanges and likely a massive institutional accumulation. This is coming from a Quant Analyst. This is pretty crazy. So Crypto Quant is revealing that nearly $1 billion worth of Ethereum was withdrawn from crypto exchange Coinbase in the past week. The data provider suggests that the 400,000 Ethereum worth 800 million moving out of the US-based exchange may have been fueled by institutional demand for the second largest crypto by market cap. 400,000 ETH flowed out from Coinbase a few days ago. Speculative guess is that institutions are now buying Ethereum. And as we know, right, if we covered a few days ago, Mark Cuban, super bullish on Ethereum, right? Said if it dipped, he would be buying a ton of it. So we know that, these guys who have loads of money and who are very well connected do have their eye on Ethereum. Grayscale, this was earlier this year, they disclosed that in the final quarter of 2020, 93% of all capital inflows into digital assets were from institutions. The average weekly investment into the Grayscale Ethereum Trust during that period was 26.3 million. Okay, so that's on average 26.3 million per week at that time period being flowed into their Ethereum Trust. So institutional investors getting exposure to Ethereum through that Grayscale Trust. At the beginning of March, Sentiment revealed that large investors, these large investors are defined as people holding 10,000 ETH or more. We're in control of nearly 70% of the digital assets supply. They say as Ethereum rebounded above $1,685 today for the first time in 10 days, whales owning 10,000 ETH or more now own 68.6% of the total supply. This is the highest percent owned by whales since November of 2017. 10 to 10,000 Ether addresses, meanwhile, own the lowest percent since September of 2017. Year to date, fund inflows into Ethereum total 744 million, representing 17% of the total capital inflows into all crypto assets. So Ethereum is soaking up 17% of all the capital inflows going into the entire crypto space. That's quite a bit, right? You consider the amount of coins that we have, and Ethereum is taking in 17% of that. And I'm sure that would continue to increase as Ethereum explodes in popularity, right? It's kind of like once you learn about Bitcoin, you start getting into the altcoins, and one of the most common altcoins after Bitcoin is Ethereum because it's that number 2. And so it's not unlikely that institutions would also follow that same path where they get into Bitcoin because of the narrative of, hey, digital gold, hey, the Fed's printing money, hyperinflation, loss of buying power. Don't you want to hold on to your buying power? Don't you want to at least get out of the US dollar so you're not just losing? So once they make that switch into Bitcoin, obviously start doing more research, they found out about Ethereum and then some other altcoins. This is pretty cool. And it also fuels us perfectly for that, notorious alt season where Bitcoin kind of takes a break and the altcoins go and they have their turn, which is basically, it's just a rotation of money from Bitcoin into the altcoins, people taking their profits out of Bitcoin and buying the altcoins. Now, I also, scrolling through Twitter, I found this. This is a whale alert. If you're not familiar with this page, basically what it does is it puts out alerts when just huge amounts of coins or US dollars are being moved around, whether it's wallet to wallet or exchange to exchange or exchange to wallet. So right here, we have 8.8 million XRP worth 6.5 million US dollars was transferred from unknown wallet to Coinbase. So pretty interesting stuff, right? We know Coinbase doesn't allow the trading of XRP right now, right? You can store it on Coinbase. You cannot buy or sell. And now, this was April 5th at 11:43 a.m., we are seeing 8.8 million XRP going to an unknown wallet, from an unknown wallet to Coinbase. So interesting stuff. Who knows exactly what's going on, but I guess we can all just have our little speculation. Let me know what you guys think down below. Ripple CEO hopes for revamped talks with SEC once Gary Gensler is confirmed. We're going to quickly touch on this before we get into some more juicy stuff for XRP. So this is from Brad Garlinghouse. They say, I'm hopeful that as a new administration comes into the SEC, there's an opportunity to revisit some of these conversations. As you may know, Jay Clayton, as the chair of the SEC, the day before he left office, brought this lawsuit against Ripple and against me and Chris Larson personally. I am hopeful with Gary Gensler, likely the new chair of the SEC, that there is an opportunity to have a conversation with that new leadership as he brings his team in, and what can be done for Ripple and really for the whole crypto industry to provide clarity and allow people to participate in these markets and build companies. Now, if you've ever watched Gary Gensler talk about cryptocurrencies, it's pretty obvious he has a good educational foundation, right? Knows much more than most people about cryptocurrencies. So just based off gut feeling, I have a good gut feeling about this. As we know, Jay Clayton did some, the best way to explain it, I think, is just weird. It was just honestly weird. Throwing the lawsuit the day of or the day before he steps out. So I think Gary Gensler is probably, I think he would definitely be open to having this conversation with Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse. Whereas to Jay Clayton just throws a lawsuit at them at the last day. Gary Gensler, with his knowledge of cryptocurrencies, I'm sure he would be open to a conversation. And again, I think he's smart enough to also realize that this is going to affect the entire crypto space. And they don't want to affect the entire crypto space in a negative way because of a misunderstanding or misinformation or anything like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, whether or not you think Gary Gensler is going to be good or bad for this case. As you guys know, XRP price is pumping. XRP hits 2-month price high in a wake of Ethereum rally. Let's see what this says. XRP rose to 72 cents early Monday to hit the highest level since February 2nd and was last seen changing hands near 70 cents. At the time of recording this video, XRP is over 80 cents. So we'll see if that continues to go up by the time you're watching this. I mean, who knows if it'll be up or down, but as I'm recording this, it is at 80 cents. And this article wasn't published that long ago, and it was at 70 cents. So the price is moving up pretty quickly, right in tune with alt season, with everything that's going on, Bitcoin dominance slipping, altcoin total market cap breaking out. So again, this is just a really exciting time to be inside of the crypto space, whether people realize it or not. This is like one of those, make it or break it moments. The third largest crypto by market value has gained 18% in the past 24 hours. The price rise comes 3 days after the Ethereum blockchain's Ether token set new lifetime highs near $2,100. XRP in the move feels like an altcoin season type move given outperformance in other tokens as well. Okay, so we have the entire market going up. We look at VeChain's going up, AGI is going up, XRP, XLM. We have a lot of tokens that are going up. And again, it's kind of building that narrative for the fact that we could be entering alt season. XRP has now completely reversed losses suffered in December after the SEC filed a case against Ripple. We also have Ripple versus SEC. The next big event is on April 6th. The motions to seal are just a sideshow. This is coming from what Jeremy Hogan thinks. Both parties are currently arguing about an issue that will probably not really be decisive for the outcome of the case, says Hogan. After Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn granted Ripple's motion to temporarily seal 4 documents on March 31st, she ordered Ripple and the SEC to agree on redactions by April 2nd. As the latest court document revealed, both parties managed to agree on redactions to 2 email communications. Ripple's legal team explained that no agreement was reached on the other 2 documents. These concern personal financial information of Chris Larsen. On the other hand, sensitive information regarding the initial distribution of XRP, including information gleaned from discussion with the counsel, on the other. Jeremy Hogan summed up that the documents are merely a sideshow and pointed out the next big event will take place on Tuesday, April 6th. So that is tomorrow. In SEC versus Ripple, this is Hogan, there has been a lot of activity regarding motions to seal documents and some other minor disclosure issues. One should not lose sight of the forest for the trees. These motions are not critical to the case. The next big event is the April 6th hearing. It is difficult to comment on the arguments about the motions to seal the Ripple documents because the public does not know what is in the documents. But what I can say for sure is that Ripple does not want the public to see them, he said. Is the fight becoming personal for the SEC, or does the SEC believe that there are PR issues at play here? This probably won't affect the case directly, but a letter from a securities lawyer to Ripple saying it will likely get sued and subject employees and business partners to litigation is not good PR for Ripple, even if it was 9 years ago. He says, I wonder if the SEC truly believes Ripple is violating the law. Why didn't it move for a preliminary injunction? They certainly have done so in other cases. The standard is one of substantial likelihood of success. Perhaps the SEC doesn't have the facts and believes it will procure the facts through discovery, or perhaps it's worried about the substantial nature of the bond and damages it would have to pay if it lost. In any case, the failure to file for a prelim injunction is not a sign of SEC strength. So according to Hogan, we could see the SEC, not really having much left in the tank, right? Coming from a place of weakness rather than a place of strength, which is great for Ripple in terms of winning this case. Now, I also want to play for you guys a clip. This was Brad Garlinghouse, who was speaking with Julia Chatterley on CNN a few days ago. He thanks her for having him on the show and says, still amazing to think that when we first talked, crypto was about 200 billion market cap, and here we are at 2 trillion. In this interview, Brad Garlinghouse talks about how he doesn't think Bitcoin is going away, and he says the whole cryptocurrency industry is not going anywhere either. However, he does draw some comparisons between environmental issues and Ethereum, and overall, this is just a really good clip. So I'm going to play this for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you tap the like and subscribe if you like daily crypto videos. And with that said, check out this clip.
Someone in the industry said to me this week, Bitcoin is too big to fail. The regulators can come in and mount an attack, but they'll fail. But where they perhaps could create waves is that they can take regulated businesses and say, you can't mess with this anymore. You have to separate yourselves. How do you see this playing out? Do you think mounting an attack from regulators is likely? And if so, why would it come?
I think Bitcoin is certainly here to stay. I mean, you're now talking about the crypto industry, which, you and I probably first started talking about the crypto industry together when it was maybe $100 to $200 billion market.
Yes.
Say it's 10x that, really $2 trillion. And, whether we characterize it as too big to fail or not, I think at the end of the day, we should focus on are we solving real problems with these technologies? If it's just speculation and it's just speculative hype, that will not sustain. But Bitcoin's solving a real problem. There's no question about that. And that's a store of value. Now, Bitcoin has not served what some thought might be the case in solving a payments problem. When you use proof of work or mining to validate transactions, that consumes a massive amount of energy. Bill Gates was recently quoted as saying that Bitcoin transactions are the least efficient payment transaction that man has ever created. And that doesn't mean that Bitcoin goes away. In fact, I believe Bitcoin will be very successful. It's the reason why we at Ripple are using XRP. It's about 100,000 times more efficient on a per transaction basis in terms of energy costs, speed of transaction. It's a much more efficient for something like a payment.
It's interesting because people are just starting to talk about this and recognize the sustainability questions, particularly as companies like Tesla, for example, PayPal, companies that have huge or relative degrees of commitment to sustainability are investing in something that's considered, environmentally incredibly costly. My interest in this sort of pertains to the role that these individual currencies play, whether it's Bitcoin or Ether or XRP, in the sort of future development and changes that we see in the financial sector. Do these issues like the environmental costs and the relative costs hold these digital assets back?
Look, the way I think about this is the industry needs to come together. And I think that if we want to see these technologies have the impact we think they can have in really revolutionizing how the financial systems work, not just in payments, but in maybe insurance or security settlement. There's a whole bunch of transactions that blockchain can make more efficient for consumers, for businesses. But I think we need to acknowledge that sometimes version 1 of technologies need to be iterated, and certainly the power consumption associated with proof of work as a validation. And I think I give credit to the Ethereum community, which has been putting a lot of effort into transitioning off of a proof of work into what I'm sure, very familiar with, proof of stake. So I think things like that will allow those technologies to scale into the future and to serve customers effectively, but not acknowledging that power and carbon footprint are real issues, I think it could limit the success of these technologies.
Yeah, don't be a denier, accept it and work out how we raise efficiency or what the utility value is relative to the cost. Brad, very quickly, exactly. I know you are a Bitcoin investor. Do you think Bitcoin's too big to fail?
I think Bitcoin is not going away, that is for sure. I think the whole crypto industry is not going away.
So yes, the answer is yes.
Yes.
All right, guys. And with that said, that is the video for today. If you enjoyed it, make sure you tap the like button. If you're trying to stay up to date on everything that is going on inside of the crypto space, make sure you subscribe because we cover Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything going on in crypto daily. Keep in mind that this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. My goal with this channel is to just document the daily crypto news and this crypto bull run, and that is it. With that said, guys, hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you on the next one.